Pepe holders, welcome back to 99 Bitcoins. Let's talk about Pepe price predictions and why we're seeing whales buy into the frog. We'll get into kind of this decline as well. The last 6 weeks, month, and beyond, it's been rough. All right, we'll look at the charts and we'll get you guys out of here, hopefully knowing a little bit more than you did about Pepe before the start of this video. But as always, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Please subscribe down below, and let's talk some crypto. Okay, as we do get into this, please remember, this is not financial advice. Always be sure to do your own research and due diligence. But let's talk about the frog and one of the hottest meme coins in the crypto landscape. This is where we've seen red day after red day after red day. Bitcoin now is at 66.9. We've seen Ethereum teeter down below 2,000. And I know it's a red day. And like I said, guys, I'll never tell you to buy or sell crypto, but we have seen a little bit of stability. Maybe the floor is in. Leave a comment down below. Have we hit the bottom for this crypto dive? But as we do look at Pepe right now, trading down 2.9%, kind of following suit with the rest of the market. This is something where we've had a little bit more so, almost 40% in the last month now. Pepe's at 503,525, okay? That's pretty much the lowest I think I've seen it in a long time, okay? And we date back to kind of what we've had over the last year. And relatively speaking, from the yearly high, this is roughly almost a 5x. A little bit less than that of what we were at the yearly high dating back to essentially May of 2025. So keep that in mind. It would not take a lot, okay, for Pepe to get back to 401 or at least the 508, 509. But if we did get over that psychological barrier, that threshold at the 401 territory, it does not take a lot, and that represents almost a 3x, and I think that could happen in a very short matter of time. The way that the meme coins have sold off, especially, it's really something that does kind of stick in the back of my mind as one of the more likely candidates for a rebound. And most notably, we've been here before, okay? But that's just my 2 cents. If the bottom is in, this is kind of where Pepe, for me, and what I'm doing from a trading perspective, becomes a little bit attractive. All right, I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but that's just kind of where I'm at on the matter, okay? But before we get further into this article that I want to talk about some of the numbers, I want to share with you guys a meme coin that does play off of the Pepe narrative a little bit, as well as the Bitcoin narrative. This is Bitcoin Hyper, okay? And for right now, guys, this is where this presale has raised over $31.4 million. One Hyper token is going for a 0.0136 price tag. And as they continue on this presale, all right, there's a day and 18 hours and counting before the next price increase will take place. All right, very easy to buy. I'm not going to go into too much of the website, waste your time. You guys can check that out for yourselves. If you do want to buy in, make sure you do all your research and due diligence, but very easy to do so using a Best Wallet, Wallet Connect, MetaMask, and or Base Wallet. And even if you don't buy into the Bitcoin Hyper presale, please check out the Best Wallet. There will be a link down below for that. Makes all of these presale entries very easy and seamless, as well as allowing you to swap, trade, store all of your favorite cryptos for low fees, okay? So that will be the Best Wallet. And also, guys, I will remind you, that within this, I treat these like lottery tickets. Some of them do well, some of them don't. Never put in more than you're willing to lose, and make sure it's right for you and your financial situation before buying any crypto, okay? But as we do look at the last 6 weeks and the decline is ongoing, what are the whales up to, okay? We've seen Pepe continue its losing streak, 6 consecutive weeks, unfortunately. But as we do look at this slide continuing, this is where we've seen the on-chain metrics revealing a very strong divergence between the price action and whale behavior, okay? Retail, as we all know, that's me and you, we're pretty much not buying crypto. We're on the sidelines, we're scared, the emotions running high. But the on-chain metrics suggest a very strong divergence between us and the whales, okay? Big money's buying, and doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a reversal, but the timing does raise an eyebrow as we do look at this price weakness. But still, the top 100 Pepe wallets have accumulated now 23 trillion tokens over the last 4 months. We have seen this buying spree continue since the whales essentially sold off. And that's how the crypto markets won, okay? Some people call it market manipulation. I think it's called basically being a big money player. I think that's not necessarily something that is a bad thing if you are one of those people that's able to sell off and shape the charts and start the domino effect, and then buy back in at the bottom after you scare everybody out of a holding. I don't think it's, market manipulation. I hate that word. That's just called trading crypto with a bunch of people scared to lose money. Okay. And that's just how I view it. So if you disagree, that's fine. But most small holders do have that bearish view on Pepe, as well as the other memes in the sector. I will tell you, some of the easiest and best trades that I've ever made in the crypto space was buying when everybody else wasn't, okay? One thing within another kind of conversation, James Nguyen, we all know, a very outspoken, hyper-liquid trader. If you do believe it or don't believe it, that's neither here nor there, but still making headlines with a bold prediction that he thinks that Pepe's market cap could still reach $69 billion by the end of 2026, triggered, very strong market manipulation, right? Pepe boomed, and the next thing, James Nguyen exited all of his positions 2 weeks later, dumping on his community. But for some reason, this guy has, hundreds of thousands of people that buy into what he says like it's the gospel. I think it's just a recipe for destruction, personally, after I've seen a lot of his trades closely. So that's just kind of my thoughts on the matter, okay? But still, despite his actions and his viewpoints and what we're seeing here from some of the data, the long-term potential for Pepe still exists, in my opinion, okay? That's not financial advice. That's just me kind of saying, hey, Pepe's insanely cheap. And just last year, we were 3-4x from where we're at right here, right now, okay? So I think that there is a world, right? If we do look into the prospects of meme coins, Benjamin Cowan, for example, issuing a stark warning. Liquidity is tightening up. They do face more severe downside risk. And then some tokens may even disappear entirely as capital flows contract, okay? I could see that being a thing, but also I will say, if you guys remember the inception of Pepe, everybody thought it was a joke. Nobody bought in. And the next thing you know, it did one of the most crazy runs in a short period of time that I think we've ever seen. Very similar to Shiba Inu. I'm not sure if it was that severe, but it was one of the sharper injections of capital that I've seen in a meme coin in my trading history. And that's why people like the frog, Matt Fury, and all that does kind of ensue with that. So keep that in mind. Stay open. I think crypto right now is very volatile. Won't predict kind of where it's headed. I don't like doing price predictions personally, but that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about here on the day, because I know a lot of Pepe traders are all feeling the pain, with myself included, okay? So I thank you all for tuning in. That's my video breakdown. If you do want to buy into Bitcoin Hyper, or at least download a Best Wallet, Google Play, iOS Store, those links are down below. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.